Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making this wood welcome sign. So I started at Home Depot in the lumber section, and most have this little area of wood panels. I like using the 1/2-inch birch hardwood, and it comes in a 2x4 foot, so I usually have one of the guys in store trim off 16 inches, so I am left with a piece that is 24 by 32 inches, plus one leftover piece for another sign. And now that I'm back home, I use an 80 grit paper to give this a quick sand. I wipe off all the sawdust and then I can start to stain. There are plenty methods of staining your piece, but I usually use an old rag and do a couple thin layers of stain. I always make sure to get the back as well, because if this is set up at a ceremony, your photographer will most likely end up getting photos of it just with the camera pointed like at the aisle of you walking down, and if it's close by the aisle, you definitely want the back and all sides stained. So this is for a wedding that I designed and styled here in Colorado. So I actually had several design options for the couple to choose from. The TJ initials made font finding somewhat difficult since the T and the J look so similar in a lot of the fonts. But I did narrow those options down for them. I will make sure to link each of those fonts below in case you are interested in any of those other designs. Once I am ready to make my project, I always prep it myself on each mat. I'm not sure how Cricut determines what section goes on what mat in the order, but a lot of times I can move objects and rearrange myself, cutting out dead areas and saving on vinyl. I then cut these on the premium vinyl setting and load my 24-inch mat into my Cricut maker. So once my decals are cut and my transfer tape is applied, I map out each decal on my wood board so I have a better idea on where to place these. I also like using my measuring tape to help find the center of the sign and the center of each decal. Sometimes it does help to mark the center of the decal and then lining that up at the center of the sign, and sometimes I even use like this little wood marker as kind of like a placeholder so I remember where exactly to lay my decals. Although working with wood and vinyl is somewhat forgiving, so even if you lay your decal down, most of the time you can pick it back up and rearrange before you burnish it onto the wood. So in short, once I find the placement for my decal, I then peel off the transfer tape backing, lay that decal onto my board, then I give it a measure just to make sure that it is in the correct placements before I use my soft scraper to burnish that onto the piece. I finished placing the rest of my decals and then my project is finished. There is no need to add any top coat or polyacrylic when using wood, stain, and vinyl. And here is how it looked set up at the beautiful ceremony. This is at the Woodlands in Morrison, Colorado. Please let me know if you have any questions down below, and I will see you soon.